The final strategy I want to show you so that you can scale your client success and your client results is going to be what I call the hybrid offer, okay? This is something I coined 2 years ago at one of my events, Scaling with Systems Live in Miami, and it's kind of taken hold really strongly in this industry. And the idea is this, kind of going back to what we talked about previously. As you scale, as the market gets more sophisticated and more competitors enter into the marketplace, it becomes very difficult to say, hey, it's a do-it-yourself offer, or hey, it's a done-with-you offer only, because first of all, people are lazier and lazier, and second of all, it's difficult to compete with people who do totally done-for-you stuff if you just do totally coaching stuff. The other element of it is that when we do our offer, there are certain what we call sticking points that no matter who the client is, no matter what our one-pager says, they always come in and they have issues with it. They always have a hard time setting it up. So a great example of this for us, for one of our previous offers was the Facebook pixel. No matter who they were, what they did, no matter how much ad spend they've ever spent, everyone always had a hard time connecting the Facebook pixel to their ClickFunnels account or their Go High Level account or whatever else it is. And so you could probably identify, if you were to create this roadmap, this is why we create the roadmap first, you would probably be able to identify there's probably like 2 or 3 areas here, like maybe right here, and there's another one here, and there's another one here, that are known as sticking points. And so many of you watching this, you are either, what I see, you're either on this spectrum, you're either like a do-it-yourself, done with you, or you're a fully done-for-you offer, where you're just like, hey, we'll do everything for you, okay? And so the hybrid offer is when you're a little bit more in the middle of it. And that's when you say, hey, it wouldn't make a lot of sense for us to do this for you. So let me think of a good example of this. What would be a good example? Okay, a great example of this for one of our previous offers was filming the ad videos themselves. So we used to give our clients ad scripts and we'd say, hey, you shoot these ads and we're going to edit them, et cetera, et cetera. And so we'd give them to the clients and they'd be like, oh, well, can you shoot it for us? Or, hey, can you hire a UGC creator for us or whatever else it is? But the problem with that is that, you need to build trust with your audience as the founder. And then if we did go find a UGC creator, that's going to add so much time to our roadmap here, and it's going to lengthen out that time return on investment. And so instead we say, hey, we're going to do everything except for the filming of the videos. You got to do those filming of the videos. And so that was one of the things that we gave them that was done for you. But then everything else, that was do it yourself, but everything else was done for you. So one of the other sticking points was editing videos. Our clients would have a hard time editing their videos. That would always get bottlenecked with it. And so what we did is say, okay, we'll edit the videos and you just shoot the videos. We'll script the videos, you shoot the videos. So if I were to draw this out here, I'll just draw this in here. We'll say black is we do for you. So we'll write the ad copy and then it goes to gold, which is then you film the ads, and then it goes back to black again where we will edit the ads, okay? And so the nice thing about this hybrid offer here is instead of us telling our client, hey, you do everything yourself, by yourself, and we're not gonna help you at all, and then there's all these sticking points, it's not as competitive, and instead of us saying, hey, we'll do everything for you, we'll hire a UGC creator, et cetera, now we gotta do a lot more work, there's this hybrid blend where we do some of the work and they do some of the work. And so once you create this program roadmap here, you should be able to identify what are the sticking points for the clients. What can they do? What can I do? What can we help them with, et cetera, and start to decide this you do, we do section here that turns you into a hybrid offer. Now, many of you are saying, Ravi, I don't want to add done for you elements to my offer. That's totally fine. What you can start to do is you can start to figure out, okay, maybe I don't want to do it for my clients, but they don't want to do it. So what else can I do? Well, what if you introduce them to contractors that could do the work for them? What if you created some kind of AI tool or introduced them to an AI tool that could do the work for them? So it doesn't mean necessarily that they have to do the work themselves. It means that they just want somebody else to get the work done for them. So when you're looking at this, well, let's say going back to these numbers that I talked about previously, if you are a done-for-you offer, you could probably only manage 30 clients at a time before you start to hit the capacity here. But what if you started to add in some of these hybrid elements where you started having some clients do some stuff on their own? Well, now you'd be able to increase that number of clients from 30 to 45 or 30 to 60, right? And it also goes the other way as well, okay? So let's say that you were doing 45 clients because it was a totally do-it-yourself, done-with-you offer, and you actually added in elements of done-for-you so that your clients clients would see more results. Well, you might think that you would go from 45 to 30, that all of a sudden you'd be able to take less clients. You're like, Ravi, that's the wrong direction. But what we've seen is that's typically not the case, because what happens, especially in our industry, is that clients come in, they start going along the process. So they do step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, but then they get stuck on step 4. And so you have all of these clients, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, all of these clients that are all stuck on step 4. And what happens? Well, you have to keep on managing these clients when they're on step 4. Come on, let's go. Let's push it forward. If you're in some do-it-yourself or done with you offer, guys, let's go. Like you said, you do it last week. Come on, let's move it forward. And so those people keep on piling up. And so it's 5 clients, 6 clients, 7 clients, 8 clients, 10 clients. And then all of a sudden you have 20 or 30 clients in this one stage stuck here. And because they're stuck there, you can never move them forward. And because you can never move them forward, you can never make more money from them. You can never graduate them, et cetera, et cetera. And so you have to start going from being able to manage 45 clients down to 30 clients, down to 20 clients, because all of your clients, I guess these are new clients, I should say, all your clients are never graduating. They're never ascending. They're never seeing the results that they need. And then, of course, that hurts you back with your word of mouth when you're trying to close new clients coming in. So it almost seems weird to say, hey, let's offer some kind of AI tool or contractor or done for you element of it, because wouldn't that make it harder to scale? But in reality, it'll help people. It'll grease the wheels. It'll move people through the process faster, which you want to do, so you can either graduate them and get them out of your company so that you can start taking on the next person. Your client success team isn't bogged down, or so that they can see the results, and then you can start collecting more money from them from some kind of back end or ascension offer. If you're struggling with scaling your business, maybe even in the area of client success or onboarding or operations or recruiting, be sure to go down below and book a call to speak with myself or one of our team members so that we can help implement all of these systems for you so you don't have to do the guesswork.